Non-functional testing.
Non-functional testing. Okay.
Yeah, till now we have seen functional testing.
Mm-hmm.
Functional testing means basically functionality of the application is working properly or not. The application looks properly or not, and alignment, spelling mistakes are not there, and tab order, scroll bars, no contrast, everything is proper or not. You're going to check.
Mm-hmm.
Verification and validation, both you will do. That's a functional testing. And there is a non-functional testing. So non-functional testing means, so you won't bother about application, how it is working. So you will bother about the application performance, reliability, usability, security, and so on. So that is the non-functional testing means.
Mm-hmm.
So that is called non-functional testing. So non-functional testing is basically so very important. You know, if your website is loading very slowly and taking more time to load something, and that is not good. So customer will get irritated with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So such kind of things we should not do that. So that's a very important. But who will do this non-functional testing? A different person. Again, performance team will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Performance team is separate.
Mm-hmm.
Performance team is separate. So it's not same, no? Same as a functional testing team.
Mm-hmm.
Functional testing team is separate. Non-functional testing team that we call performance testing, we call this. So non-functional testing, basically, it will find out how your software working, performing.
Mm-hmm.
So how quickly transactions are processing, how much time it is taking. So that basically will polish complete software. Customer get a good feel or not when the page loads or not. All these things you will check in the non-functional testing or performance testing. So non-functional tests generally you won't run manually. So it's not possible. You have to use some tools only. So non-functional testing types are performance testing, security testing, load testing, failure testing, compatibility testing, usability, scalability, volume testing, stress testing, maintainability testing, complaints testing. So reliability testing, so endurance testing, localization, internationalization testing. So these are the some of the testings. Okay, these are the some of the testings. Okay, so let's understand first what is compatibility testing. So there are no different type of compatibilities will be there. Compatibility testing is nothing but whether your application or whether your software is supported. So different environments, different operating systems, web browsers, all are no supported or not is verified with this compatibility testing. So we have backward compatibility and browser compatibility and so operating system compatibility also. Suppose your software is Windows app. It should be checked whether it is compatible with the different versions of Windows. If it is a web application, it is tested whether the app is easily accessible from different versions of web browsers, and also different versions it is working or not, we need to check. That's the compatibility testing means. So backward compatibility testing means, so your software should work the previous versions also. So for example, you have older version and new version. So new version should work and the same old features also should work. So that is this backward compatibility means. So previous versions and current version both should support. So that is backward compatibility means. What is browser compatibility testing? So you will check whether your software is working on different browsers and their versions. Different versions. Whether it is working or not, you can check it. So that is what this so browser compatibility testing means. So what is load testing? So load testing is of type non-functional testing. So the main objective of load testing is to check how much load or maximum load system can handle without any performance degradation. So that is called load. That means maximum load, how much your system can sustain without any performance degradation. That is called load testing. So load testing can be done using different tools like JMeter, load runner, so web load, all these different tools people are using to test the applications with load testing. So there is a stress testing. So stress testing means so this testing is so basically we are going to test beyond the specifications or the maximum load. For example, 10,000 users if it accepts maximum load. So you will test beyond that and try to see how application is working and where it is breaking. That's a stress. Load means exact maximum load. Stress means beyond the maximum load. So and then check how your application behaves and how it is performing. So that is called stress testing means. And that's the main important two things. Volume testing means, for example, your application accepts so 1 lakh users. So instead of testing 1 lakh users, you will gradually test in first 25,000 users, then 50,000 users, then 75, then so that's gradually you are going to check each load how it is performing. So how can you generate all this load is based on the virtual users. The tools can have that provision to generate that many users. That's the volume testing. And recovery testing means, so when no the crash happened, suddenly your application went down, how quickly it recovers, and that is called recovery testing. So checking whether your application can recover from crashes and how well it recovers. So that's a recovery testing. And agile testing, you know already. So agile testing, you know already. And API testing is, so API testing means just it is code level testing type. Like unit testing is done by development team, but API testing is a functional kind of testing. So this API testing is handled by QA team. Unit testing is handled by development team. So you can check without UI also. You can check the API testing. You can check, for example, you want to create an account. So you have an API, you can create an account without UI also. So that is possible. So security testing. Security means, so whether your application so handles all the unauthorized access, so hacking and any code damages, vulnerabilities, all these are handled properly or not checked by security team. So this again, security team is different. So nowadays, 3 different kind of teams you can find. So one is a functional testing team, performance team, security team. So all 3 are different teams. So 3 people will perform differently. So that is called security testing. So security testing can be done in 4 ways: network security, system software security, and client-side application security. And server-side security. So all these are different security testing. So they will perform. So usability testing means how well your application is useful and easy to use, and have more help tips, helper videos, helping document. So all these are available or not, you will check in the usability testing, how user friendly your application is. So that's what a usability testing means. So because some unknown user is coming to your website, he is trying to use, he doesn't know, but first time he is using. So you should be able to provide proper guidelines. So how to use this application and all those things, then it is going to be easy for them. That's the usability testing means. Scalability testing. So scalability means, so you basically increase the sizes, so and volumes based on the requirements. So for example, some season wise, you might have more load on the websites. It should be able to handle that load, and they will add all this whenever the transaction size is increasing, and so such kind of requirements will be automatically handled with the scalability testing. So they will check. So when the load increases, number of users hit the site, how it is performing, and they will check all this. Reliability testing. So reliability means basically whether your software is running a long time without any errors. So that is called a reliability testing. So monkey testing. So monkey testing is performed randomly without any predefined set of test cases, test input. So that is called monkey testing. So it is performed with the intent of breaking the system. So that's the monkey testing means. And gorilla testing means, so an individual component or module of the application is heavily tested for its robustness. For its robustness. Configuration testing means they will just change the system configurations. So then they will check whether it is working properly or not. That's a configuration testing. Localization and globalization testing. So localization testing means, so your application supports particular country local languages or not. So that is called localization testing. Suppose if you see India, you have a lot of languages. Whether that languages are supported by your application or not, you will check. Like you will check. So you will check Telugu or Kannada or Hindi or so Malayali, Chennai, Tamil, all these are supported or not, you can check. When you select that language, all the page content should change to that language content, that language formats, and it should display the content in the specified selected language. That's what you will check in the localization testing. Globalization testing means global languages, world languages. So like, right, world language, English, Spanish, Germany, Mandarin. So these are different languages, French. All these languages are supported or not. You will check with a globalization testing. So when you change the language, the entire page content should change here also. Globalization testing also called internationalization testing. I-18N testing also we call that. Next we have A by B testing. So A by B testing is nothing but generally two variants of the software products are presented to the customer and they will give a demo. And they will see which one is performing better. So that's what the A/B testing means. Then this is not that much important. Failover testing. So this is also not important. As a tester, you don't need to bother about this. Only little bit about performance testing, compatibility testing, load and stress testing. So these are very important. Usability testing. Other than that, remaining is not that much important. Fudge testing. Fudge testing means this is the one kind of very important testing. in which a large amount of random data is provided as input to the application in order to find the security loopholes and other issues in the application. Basically, at a time, we will give a huge data and you will see any security loopholes. That means any weaknesses in the security, you will find out with the first testing. So failover testing is another backup. You will create a backup servers. When there is a crash happened, immediately backup has to be taken care by backup servers. So that's a failover testing. So such cases, failover is happening or not, you check with the failover test. So who will do all these things? You can ask. So is all some performance team or network team, configuration team will be there. Configuration team will be there. So they will perform all this kind of testings. So back-end testing means, so what is back-end testing? So back-end testing is, so front-end means UI, it is visible to you. Back-end means completely a database. So database side, you will perform the testing. That's a back-end testing means. There are different databases like SQL Server and MySQL, Oracle. So these are the different databases. How? So the databases is working, and that's what you're going to test with your different SQL queries. You have to test with the different SQL queries. So that's the back-end testing means. So then we have, so here GUI is not involved, completely backend, and you will use SQL queries to test this backend testing. Install or uninstall testing. Install, uninstall testing is, so like, you install your software partially, fully, and then upgrade testing, and then uninstall that, then see how it behaves. So that is called how it is cleaning up. When you uninstall, it is cleaning up everything or not, or is there anything new? That's what you'll check install, uninstall testing. So quick difference between performance testing and functional testing. So functional testing and performance testing to verify the accuracy of the software with definite inputs against expected output. So performance testing is to verify whether the behavior of the application at various load conditions. That's a performance means. So functional testing can be performed manually and through automation. Performance testing can be performed only with automation only. So one user performing all the operations, and so several users performing the desired operations. So several users perform at the same time all the operations. But functional testing involvement required from customer, tester, and developer. So performance testing involvement required from customer, tester, developer, DBA, network management team, all these are so performance testing. And functional testing is, so you will test different environment, right? You won't bother about hardware requirements or minimal, and whether it is there or not, but those hardwares are working properly or not, you don't need to worry about that. That is taken care by this performance. So they will check all this the configurations, everything is working properly. So that is the functional and performance testing difference. So what is a cloud computing? Last part. So we can close this. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but, so on demand, you can use the servers, host, database storage, applications, and whatever the resources you need. So based on the on whatever you need. Only that part you will use, and you will pay that one only. For the usage, only you will pay. So that is the cloud computing means. So you can provision exactly the right type and size of the computing resources you need to use them. So you can access as many resources you required for your purpose. So you can easily access servers, storage databases, and a set of application services. So like we have Amazon Web Services. So owns and maintains the network connected hardwares and applications. So all this they will provide you. So some of the reasons to hire cloud testing are cloud testing is comparatively less costly than other testing choices. So it is one testing alternative to the other types of testing, like manually whatever you are performing. So basically, cloud computing follows agile workflows. So cloud testing, so customization for different testing needs. So we have different types of cloud. So SaaS, software as a service, that's a SaaS means. PaaS means platform as a service. So infrastructure as a service. So this means they will provide all this infrastructure for you, platforms for you, or applications for you. If you are directly applications you are using from cloud, that's a software as a service. Platform as a service means they are giving a platform to you and you just use it. And infrastructure as a service, that means they are giving infrastructure everything. So they are giving infrastructure like a host and so Linux servers, everything they will give. And you manage the, you just you use them for your purpose. Remaining thing they will take care. Remaining thing they will take care. That's the infrastructure as a service means. So we have three types of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. But what are the big cloud providers? We have AWS, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, and Azure. So these are the famous ones in the market. So infrastructure as a service means it provides the building blocks for cloud IT. So provides networking, computers, data storage space, highest level of flexibility, easy parallel with the traditional on-premise infrastructure. So this is the basically infrastructure they are going to provide, and so you utilize that infrastructure. Platform as a service. So basically it removes the need for your organization to manage the underlying infrastructure. So you can just focus on the deployment and management of your applications. So you can just deploy your applications happily, and they will just check that. They're giving a infrastructure to you. You can just deploy and see how your applications are working. So that is the so platform as a service. Software as a service means so completely it is application is giving to you and you can use that. Service is provided, application is provided and run by service provider. Service provider means any one of these guys. They will take care and you can use this, just use that application. So that is called So on-premise means it's not a cloud. Okay. So on-premise means normal you have applications, data, runtime, and middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, all you have. So, and these things, infrastructure as a service, they will just provide till here. and remaining things you can get it. So you can manage them. Here, so till here everything is provided by them. So these are all managed by others. And only these two things you will take care. Software as a service means everything they will manage. So everything managed by other persons. And you will just you consume that service. So in the on-premise, everything you have to manage. You have your own servers and you will manage everything. So infrastructure as a service, so you will manage only applications, so data, runtime, middleware, and OS only. Remaining these things are managed by others, like a providers, cloud providers. See, infrastructure as a service is example for Amazon EC2 and GCP, Azure, Rackspace, DigitalOcean, Linode. These are all the examples for IaaS. Platform as a service, Elastic Beanstalk on AWS. EKS we call this. Heroku, Google App Engine, Windows Azure, these are all the platform as a service. Software as a service means there are many are there. And Google Apps, Dropbox, Zoom, these are all software as a service. So there are different type of clouds, private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. So private cloud means completely, it is owned by one organization. So it won't be exposed to a public. So we have a complete control in the private cloud. So based on the request need, they will provide to that particular person because it's a sensitive information of the application. That's why they won't give access to anybody. So only company inside people they can give. So public cloud means, so cloud resources and operated by a third-party cloud service. So it will be available over the internet and anybody can use this. That's a public means anybody can use. And the hybrid cloud means both a combination of private and public. So keep some servers on the premises, on-premises, and extend some capabilities to the cloud. So control over sensitive assets in your private infrastructure, flexibility and the cost effectiveness of the public cloud. So these are the different, types of clouds. So 5 characteristics of cloud computing is like, on-demand self-service, broad network access, multi-tenants and resource pooling, rapid elasticity and scalability, measured services. So these are all characteristics of cloud computing. And there are many advantages, but we don't need all these things. I just given for your advantage purpose. So that's all about manual